கிட்டா பிரியாணி செம்மையா சமைக்கிறோம் பயங்கரமா ருசிக்கிறோம் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு புட்டே எல்லாரும் வாங்க welcome you.
What an intro. I mean, like, seriously, these guys have a lot of energy. I mean, just look at them with the intro.
செம்மையா சமைக்கிறோம் பயங்கரமா ருசிக்கிறோம் இன்னைக்கு ஒரு புட்டே
Lots of energy. Looks like today we're going to be cooking a little differently than normal. We're going to be cooking outside and we're going to be cooking a lot of food. I mean, these are whole lambs that they're going to be using today. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. Hopefully it's going to turn out good.
மங்களகரமா மஞ்சள் ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்.
It looks like he was using turmeric. I think it's turmeric. Now see, this is the beauty about cooking outside. When you're in a very pretty place like this, where it's super peaceful and the birds are chirping and everything, it's like one of the best things that you can be doing.
அரைச்ச மஞ்சள் சாந்து.
It was turmeric.
கடையிரோ அப்படியே.
அரைச்ச இஞ்சி பூண்டு. முணுக்குன மிளகுத்தூள். முணுக்குன கல்லுப்பு.
I can only imagine how fragrant that paste that they've made actually smells. Wow, the spices, I can only imagine. I actually want to smell this.
நம்ம கிட்ட தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் குளிச்சிச்சு. என்ன சொல்றிய? ஆஸ்தான் தானே.
ஏய் நல்லா உள்ள எல்லாம் தடவை.
If anybody's a little squeamish about actually seeing like whole animals being broken down, this may be a good time to like skip the video a little bit. Just a little bit, not the whole video, but you know, just a minute or two.
தாத்தா நீங்க உள்ள வச்ச மசாலா தாத்தா.
இங்க வந்து விடுவோம்னு சொல்வாங்கல்ல.
கட்டி எடுத்துறேன்.
Now I'm interested to see how these guys are actually going to cook the lamb outside. If they're going to cook it in a pot, if they're going to cook it over a fire, maybe actually like a spit and just roast it. I'm curious to see. Oh.
செக்கில ஆட்டுன சுத்தமான தேங்காய் எண்ணெய்.
Traditionally made coconut oil is a bit of a hard process. I mean, it's simple in theory. Basically, you have a big pestle and mortar. You have to crush the coconuts and then they extract the oil from the milk. It's a bit laborious and, well, I'm sure it's not that cheap either.
சுத்தமான நாட்டு பசு நெய். பட்டை கிராம்பு ஏலக்காய். நறுக்கின வெங்காயம்.
I think they're going to be making the rice now. They're preparing all the ingredients and they're sauteing the onions. But this type of cooking outside with a fire and you have large utensils and massive pots is a lot of fun.
பச்சை மிளகாய். அரைச்ச மிளகாய் சாந்து. மல்லித்தலை புதினா.
I would love to be there actually making this with them to be able to smell how good this actually smells with all the spices that they've added to this, the spice paste, and then now all the herbs as well. Is going to be super fragrant, but super fragrant.
தக்காளி. பச்சை தண்ணி. கல்லுப்பு.
The rice isn't even done and it already looks delicious. Jamie should watch how this is made. This kind of reminds me with the time that Jamie was in Spain many years ago learning on how to make a paella.
I ain't giving you no quantities on this recipes, guys. You're gonna have to use your common sense. It looks like the whole village has turned out. They call this a sofrito to give that base, that lovely flavour.
முன்னாடி வா ஐய்
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so now they're going to be stuffing the lamb with the rice. This is interesting. Well, obviously they're going to be steaming the rice inside the lamb, and then all the juices from the lamb is going to then further enhance the flavor of the rice. There's a lot of flavors going on here, like a lot more than what you normally see, at least with some of the videos that we've reviewed. This is what I'm saying.
நல்லா ஒட்ட பிடிச்சிக்க.
Now, one quick thing about stuffing. In the old days, it used to be very common to stuff, say, turkey or to stuff poultry with stuffing for like Thanksgiving and New Year's. And what happened is that when you would actually put the stuffing inside the bird, that the internal core temperature would not get up to the correct temperature, and people used to get food poisoning. This is an actual risk when actually stuffing poultry. But again, I'm not saying it for this. This is going to cook because, you know, the lambs are quite skinny.
சட்டி கழுவி வா.
பச்சை தண்ணி
Okay.
அது ஊத்தணும்ல.
Yeah.
இதுலயே மூணு முடிச்சு போட்டு பழகிக்கிற. நல்லா மூணு முடிச்சு போடுறா.
What are they going to be doing? I think they're going to be steaming the lamb. So instead of just cooking this in a pot, putting the lamb directly in the pot where it has contact with the bottom of the pan, they're actually going to be steaming it. So they're adding water to it, and then they're going to be adding this, which is going to be like a little base to then set the lamb on top of. So that way the lamb won't burn.
இழுத்து நல்லா வெந்து ஏறு உருண்டா இதுக்குள்ள தான் கிடக்கும் விடு. போடுங்க.
I'll say it again, cooking outside like this is a lot of fun. There's just one little thing though about cooking with an open fire, is that sometimes, especially if you don't have experience, it can be a little challenging. So it takes patience, it takes some practice as well, because if you have experience cooking like this, it's easy. But if you don't have experience, it can be a little challenging to keep the correct temperature with this, because right now these guys are cooking with experience and they're cooking by feel. They don't have a thermometer, they're not checking it with like a little laser thermometer to see what temperature the food is at. So this is like basically experience and feeling with cooking. Something that Uncle Roger says all the time, cook with feeling. And it's true, you need to.
இந்த வந்துட்டேன் பாத்து
Ooh, the meat is literally falling off the bone. And this is another thing. Whenever you cook on the bone, any meat on the bone, it tends to taste better. But here you have all the spices as well that they added to the lamb. And then with the biryani, the rice, all the spices that they added inside the rice, plus all the juices from the lamb that the rice is absorbing. I would love to taste this right now. Like seriously, this is making me hungry. Right, let's see how they're going to serve this. If you're going to be tying or sewing up your poultry or anything like this when you're cooking at home, or lamb like this, it is a good idea afterwards to take out the string. This is something that you need to do. You don't want to be serving a dish with string still attached to it, you know, because otherwise, you know, you don't want to be eating string.
ஆயில லிட்டர் கணக்குல ஏத்தி ஊறுதுங்க. ஒரு ஆட்டு கொட்டு தண்ணி விடு நல்லா.
What is that green sauce that they added to the biryani? Kind of looks like green chutney. If anybody knows down below, let me know on whether I'm right that it's actually green chutney or it's another sauce. But I do have to admit that I've never eaten on a banana leaf before. Also, we did see Jamie Oliver once use banana leaves to cook.
Got banana leaves.
Oh, okay. Another point to Jamie Oliver. He has banana leaf yo.
Yeah, you heard it right, banana leaves.
And if you haven't seen that video, guys, then you should definitely check that video out after seeing this one.
biryani.
He seems very excited. I mean, just look at him. This has to be like a vegan or somebody that's a little squeamish's worst nightmare. Because just, look, he picks up the lamb leg and he's just eating right off the leg. Yeah?
பாதி வேக்காட்டில் பிரியாணியை சமைச்சு அதை முழு கிடாய்க்கில் வச்சு ஆவியிலேயே முழு ஆட்டையை வேக வச்சு பிரியாணியை வேக வச்சு அப்படியே ஆட்டோட கொண்டாந்து பிரியாணியை கொட்டி அந்த ஆட்டெல்லாம் பிச்சு அந்த ஆட்டு கறியை சாப்பிடும்போது அந்த பிரியாணியை சாப்பிடும்போது அப்படியே மந்தி பிரியாணி சாப்பிட்டா எப்படி இருக்கும் அதே மாதிரி வேற லெவல் இன்னைக்கு முழு கிடா பிரியாணி முழுசா பிடிச்சாச்சு.
I literally have like no idea what he just said. I think he was saying something about delicious and tasty, how delicious and tasty this biryani is. But in any case, guys, if any of you understand what he's saying, let me know, first of all, what he's speaking, because I don't know, and what he said as well. I have to admit, this was the first video that I've seen from Village Cooking, and I really like the way that they make their food and the style. I really do. They have a lot of energy. They seem like they have a lot of fun, and this biryani looked delicious. It was made completely differently than how we normally see it being made in the kitchen, but I'll tell you what, I would have loved to have tasted it because it looked absolutely delicious. Let me know what you guys think down below, and also any other suggestions that you would like me to review, let me know as well. Don't forget to check out the rest of our videos on our channel, as well as some of our remake videos of Jamie Oliver's butter chicken. If you haven't seen that video, you should see that one. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and check out this next video coming up, and I will see you guys again very soon. Until then, take care.